Find him to breathe.
Yeah, I breathe. It's okay. You can breathe. Well, I've done that to myself. All of a sudden I'm like losing accuracy all over the place. I'm getting all jittery. Hey, what's my problem? Oh yeah, that's right. Forgot to plug in my mixtape. Breathe in.
Breathe out.
Breathe in. Breathe out. That thing's gonna be in a rough shape, eh?
What's your stand is sinking
Sand's going down quite a bit, isn't it? Well, there's another thing. Had this been on maybe a concrete floor with an actual solid base or something like that, this would be a lot more of your energy would be going into the piece and less into pile of driving us to China.
It'll eventually stop moving.
Yeah.
When it hits bedrock. But no, I think it'll do a pretty good job if we hit sand. You drive the legs all the way down. You hit sand, it'll be alright. Good thing, this is a one-time use tool. It's a shame that Mark did such a diligent job on it there and made it all pretty on this end and stuff.
Well, his side was great, my side was awesome.
And then we're just going to ruin it just by scoring it over.
Well, that's like he mentioned about mild steel tooling. It's a one-time use tool.
Yeah. Use it all the time in the shop. Not only because I'm lazy, but it's economical. Brush. Good. Pressure. Good.
Nice job, Grant.
That's a great job. Everybody give him a hand clap. He deserves it. And unfortunately, that put a bump in our little road there. That nice curve we had.
Yeah.
See? Metal moves. Grind it out. When in doubt, grind it out.
Yep.
There we have it. So
That's
now
a nice
last
shape.
part here, spoons need nets. So, I'll have a fuller.
What do you want?
You got a whole drawer full of top tools right behind
Tell you
you.
what, I'll just,
What size do you want?
I need like a small, just like a 3/8 inch.
3/8?
Or less.
Is that the one we made?
Right here.
that's
not in my car.
Oh, you bastard.
Free tool. For anybody who wants a spoon. Anything. It's a lot shorter than what it started on. Actually, it might start becoming a good tool now that it's shorter. It's being held. Just keep peening that right over the tongs where they can't come out. Yeah, that'll work.
Want that draster?
I've shown you that spike knife.
It's not my sweat. Alright, we'll do that and then we gotta eat lunch. How am I doing on time?
Half hour. Steak was
Half hour?
It's 11.
Is it 11 o'clock? I thought we were going at 11.
11:30-esque.
I'll put one more little heat on this and we'll dress out the neck of the spoon. And then, like I said, grind that. If you want that a little sharper, or I'll grind it, or whatever. I don't think anybody cares about the sledge block now that I talked about doing that anvil.
What sledge block?
Yeah, what sledge block? Roy was demonstrating sledge blocks this weekend, huh? That's going to be a fun time. Oh man, you shaped those nice.
No, Mike did.
Don't tell him that, bro. You take credit.
Now, where'd that piece of steel come from?
My trunk.
His trunk.
Oh, yeah.
He's the guy. He's the guy in the corner in the back alley with the trench coat.
And where did it live before that?
Got what you need.
At a steel yard. It's 1045 shafting.
In other words, he knows a guy that knows a guy.
Where do I get a Western Artist Reserve Blacksmith Association shirt?
Yeah.
Who do I talk to about that?
Right over there, the guy in the hat.
Before I leave. Gotta make sure I get that. I think those guys just like grinding. What do you think? I mean, it should be like zip, zip.
I don't even know what they're doing.
I don't know either.
I think they're dressing up the edge of that top fuller.
They like grinding.
And here
Now it's
comes
something
the...
else. There you go. Awesome. Great job. Okay, so now we're going to put in the little neck stem for the spoon. The reason why you do this, and it's not a real big mark, you just want to radius it into that. The reason why you do the neck portion of that spoon in the depression is because if you just leave the depression as it is, you can have what happens at the end a shear point. You can get a shear point right at the edge of that spoon handle. And if you make that missed hammer blow in there, it's going to shear the grain right there, and you're going to be in big trouble. You basically lost it at that point. So you got to be real careful with it.
So it goes from being a spoon to a spinner bait.
Putting a relief of where that stem or what you're eventually going to turn into the handle has a relief point in there is your best option. Nice. Another white glove. Good. Come back with this little spoon depression. Good. And now, that's all still too sharp. So even after you get this done, you're going to want to come in and you're going to want to alleviate all these edges. You want to get all the sharp edges off of it. You want to dress everything with a flat bisque if you can, or like a burr bit. You want to dress the stem opening here. You want that all to be smooth and radiused on those inside radiuses. It's just not worth the time to try to do this hot. You're going to spend a lot of time fiddling around and pushing cold shuts around and stuff. Don't do that. Just take the time that it takes to file and dress that out, or you know, use a power file or whatever on that. But there we are. Pretty good. Just got to put the touch mark in it, and that one's done. Except for grinding. Obviously, lots of grinding. There's going to be grinding involved. Any questions? Good ones, bad ones, unintelligent ones, intelligent ones?
So that was just a 1 inch slab of steel?
1.5 inches thick by 6 inches by 6 inches.
Just regular mild steel?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Regular mild steel. The swedge block doesn't have to be high carbon steel. There's really no purpose in it. I mean, unless you're going to be like forging something in it that is high carbon that has to be beat in there cold at some point or finished, like cleanished out cold, then you might want something out of a high carbon piece of steel, but generally not. You know, mild steel will handle basically everything. You bring a hot piece to a cold tool, and it works. You know, it works itself out. There's so much mass there that it's not going to spread out and do funky things on you. It's a thick enough piece. Very nice.
Everybody vote on squares yet? Fill out your ballot. Okay, we're start counting.
What?
What do they do?
Gotten word, lunch is in 10 minutes.
10 minutes. I'll be done.
11:30.
You all can leave me. I'm just touch marking it. Just touch marking it at this point. And I'm going to have to find a way of getting unwired. Sound. Other than that, we'll be all right. Now, if I was at my home shop, I would actually put this in a vinegar bath and let it soak for a couple hours in some heat. Some vinegar that's boiling, and that would eat all this big, rough, tough scale off of there and save you on abrasives.
What do you use for your pickling pot?
What's that?
Your pickling pot?
Yeah,
What do you use for it?
vinegar.
No, the pot.
What do I use for it? I've got a big, like, it's an aluminum, what do you want to call it? It's like an aluminum, they use it for canning. I forget what you call it. It's just a big pot, like a big tub.
I use the turkey fryer. Not the whole ring pot.
There you go. Huh?
Vinegar all over my shop floor.
Okay, now we're gonna break for lunch.